and a Mewtwo as well.
Yes.
So we're going to see the Bayonetta come out first here. Game 1 on Lila, cyve versus Light.
Interesting that this stage would be the first one, considering that we all know how strong Bayonetta can be on the stage when it comes to camping. You know, she can sit in those corners and shoot those bullets for days, thanks to the Lilac tilt.
For sure. On the other hand, she really does not have any bad stages whatsoever, and she can make use of great layouts. She make great use of any layout that's available in Smash 4, especially a stage like Lila, which can offer a lot of platform extensions to her combos if she plays them well.
Yes, absolutely. Now Sheik already seeing a couple of missed inputs, most likely coming out from Light with these grenades, but they're going unpunished at the moment, and these two just going back and forth in their damage exchanges.
Look at that forward tilt in there, trying to push Bayonetta towards the ledge, trying to really put a lot of pressure on cyve, and cyve is not cracking. No air dodge to be seen here, trying to get that up B. However, Light immediately reacting with the SDI, making sure that it's only a minimal punish coming out from cyve. And it's a good lead for Light right now. Look at that, once again pushing cyve off stage. However, Bayonetta's recovery is always going to make it back to the ledge.
Yes. And unless there's some kind of Lilac shenanigans going on, she will easily snap that ledge. And I'm really liking this play coming out from Light right here. He's not overextending. He's making sure that even while cyve is in the corner, he's maintaining center stage, so he's not caught off guard by those drop down afterburner kicks.
Exactly, and that's so very key when you're playing Sheik in a matchup like this. Taking center stage and making sure you don't get killed early, as he almost did right there. However, good DI by Light, gonna make it out alive, and he really has to get this stock down before cyve uses that rage to end Light stock.
Instead, we see Light really not overcommitting until he's in situations like that where he can really press his advantage, making sure he's as careful as possible, but still getting caught out by cyve.
And cyve, he's looking a little bit desperate to even it up, and Light making the most out of that situation. Trying to get those low percent combos going with rage, gonna make it a little bit easier to get the best out of it. cyve, nice read on the let's drop jump air dodge. That's not safe, very reactable, and cyve with the back air gonna end that stock, even it up right here. And Light already sharking onto those platforms, trying to make sure cyve cannot get any camp game started. And that grab game by Sheik is going to do so much damage and give her so much stage control.
Yeah, at the moment it just feels like Light is outclassing cyve in neutral. He's just one step ahead in a lot of these exchanges. He just knows what exactly cyve is going to do and how he's trying to move in the air and across these platforms.
Oh yeah, and look at how cyve is juggling, how Light is juggling cyve as well. He stays under Bayonetta. Oh, is this... That 50-50 on the side B, he actually got it, but he did not follow up. There might have gone, something might have gone wrong with his double jump. However, Light gonna make it out with a lot of damage on his stock, and cyve already taking over the lead right here. Not gonna get the ledge trap, and cyve gets caught on the horrible Bayonetta roll frame data.
Trying to catch that vanish off stage.
Regrab.
Regrab. No punish
punish
on it. Neutral get up as well. Definitely not a conventional option you see from players after they get trumped. Many are usually privy to the roll or the jump to try and avoid situations, but cyve instead going for the neutral get up.
And cyve right now really abusing those aerials, going over Light constantly. And as soon as Light commits to counteracting those aerials, he gets grabbed by cyve immediately. cyve looking really dominant, however, gets caught by the up tilt and the drop by Light, using the very end of the bouncing fish to frame trap the air dodge into a forward air. Very, very solid, very bread and butter by Sheik as well.
And that is so potent versus a character like Bayonetta, who has some of the worst air dodge frame data, particularly towards the end.
Yes.
There is a lot of end lag on that air dodge compared to the rest of the cast. So I'm curious to see if we'll see the switch back to Diddy Kong coming out from cyve. It does sound like they're on the character select screen, maybe?
I actually think Bayonetta went really well for him. While in neutral for sure, he had a few issues trying to get that first hit. However, when he did get that first hit, he got a lot of percent. I remember there was a single advantage state in which he got 80% and got the lead, just like that. And that's so potent. And especially for the mental game as well, knowing that you can always make the comeback, that's very big. Diddy, extremely good character, can push his momentum very far. However, a character like Sheik would rather be a combo character like Bayonetta than an advantage state character like Diddy.
Yeah.
Getting that guaranteed damage is oh so important. It looks like cyve's Rumble is not quite working, so hold on real quick, guys, while we try to get this resolved. We do want the players to be playing in optimal conditions. Here we are back in the character select screen.
Right. Yeah, it seems okay. It seems like there was some kind of issue with cyve's inputs right there, so he's just resetting his controller, making sure that he is ready to take on the next game. Now, one thing that I noticed about Light towards the end of that game in particular, he was doing a lot of roll-ins towards the ledge. Maybe that is something that cyve will be able to pick up on later in the set, punish those accordingly, particularly maybe with something like a turnaround up tilt.
Yep. There's definitely room for both players to play around that center stage game more, because for both, I mean for any Sheik matchup, it's just also key to use her excellent neutral to really control the flow of the match, and that's most easily done when you control center stage.
And we saw that quite a bit in the previous game when cyve was taking to the corners. We saw Light simply sitting in the center, charging his needles, getting ready, and trying to apply pressure from that distance.
Once again, abusing that poor roll frame data as well. And Light, I mean, it really shows that he's very experienced versus Bayonetta as well. He was very in point with the juggles especially. That was very impressive to me. The way he dashes under Bayonetta to really... She doesn't even get to land with forward air or back air mix-ups. She has no hitbox that's really great for her from right down below. Meanwhile, Sheik, she can do a lot of rising hitboxes. She can even up tilt from the ground, stuff like that. A lot of confirms available to her when she is in that position versus Bayonetta.
So moving towards Smashville this time, counterpick coming out from cyve. Immediately taking to that platform and starting his camping.
However, Light having none of it, the first sign of a Bayonetta nair gets forward air anti-aired immediately, and cyve already putting a stop to the Bayo camp, pushing cyve towards the platform and the edge of the stage whenever he can. Look at that, a 50% lead for cyve already. For Light, I'm sorry.
No worries. Excellent stuff from Light to not press any buttons upon landing so that he didn't get caught by that heel slide.
And that forward air is such a potent air-to-air versus Bayonetta. Sheik making the most out of that extremely strong and fast hitbox.
So far in this game, it just feels like Light is completely out-neutraling cyve. cyve is just unable to really answer versus any of Light's buttons. Light has all the correct reads and all the correct place moves. That said though, cyve finally getting some offense started.
Getting that first hit and pushing it all the way to almost getting the stock, and actually gets punished in return, ending his own. And he had such a great string of momentum going, but as soon as you overextend versus Light, he is there with the punish, making sure that your stock does not last long. As we've mentioned, both of these players really like making those call-outs and getting those early stock ends, and in that exchange, cyve just got the worst end of the exchange.
Yeah.
Nice SDI by Light, making out a combo, not getting a punish though. cyve using that witch time to compensate for the landing lag of his specials. However, what a jump, what a chase.
What an ambitious chase coming out from cyve right there. He knew that now that he had this advantage, he had to press it as far as he could, and he did it without hesitation. He knew the risk-reward of fighting against Sheik in that situation and simply decided to just chase her down.
Oh, the witch time on the platform. However, due to the moving nature of the Smashville platform, that's not going to be a confirm for cyve, and he actually catches some percents for his trouble. And we're looking at basically a repeat of the last stock. cyve just getting out-neutraled all around, but once he gets that first hit, he can get a lot of mileage out of it if he gets the right minor reads on Light.
And once again, we saw at the ledge that roll in coming out from Light. When is cyve going to start picking up on these?
Nice grab right there. Once again, pushing cyve off stage. That within is going to save him from the bouncing fish confirm. Oh, side beat, a punish on the bounce.
Superb punish coming out from cyve right there. And now
Heel
this
slide. Oh, and he actually, okay, so cyve had the read on that roll. He had that scouted out. However, Sheik's back roll is one of the best back rolls in the game.
Yes.
And
in terms of
like
frame data and distance, it's so good.
It's also the way her hurt box shifts over time. It gives a large spur of movement, just like that. And I mean, Light was right there with the punish. The forward smash, cyve did not fall out whatsoever, and that was going to be a kill, partially because of Smashful, I assume. However, just all around great awareness by Light.
Yeah, that was 2 relatively early KOs coming for Light, thanks to those forward smash punishes.
Yep. And both of those, I mean, that's the name of the game when you're playing Light. You can kick the bucket before you know it, and that's just something that people are not used to when playing versus Sheik at all.
Yeah, especially now with the modern Sheik set, they know that they have to be creative in the way that they get KOs. But now the Diddy Kong is finally coming out. The crowd erupts. They know cyve for his Diddy, and so they were looking forward to this.
And I'm hoping it's going to be a treat because Light has been making quick work of the Bayonetta. However, Diddy, that can be a pretty rough matchup for Sheik because he does have that very, very consistent kill power, using that banana, using that down tilt, and even the grab game, the up throw 50-50s on a stage like Smashful that's very small, makes it a little bit easier for Diddy to get in those ranges where grabs are a lot easier to get, which in turn results in more of those 50-50 situations.
Absolutely, and Diddy Kong is definitely one of those characters that can actually effectively contest Sheik in the neutral. So when you have 2 characters that have relatively even neutral games, but you have one that is a lot more consistent at killing, that can definitely give Sheik a hard time, as you mentioned before.
However, right now what we're seeing is that even neutral. We are seeing those percents being pretty much even. However, when cyve does not have a banana, he has to deal with the Sheik needles. He has to deal with Light oppressing him in the neutral. And as soon as he gets the time to pluck that banana, he might be able to even it up again, but Light is just not giving it to him.
Yeah, Light is finding all the opportunities where cyve is doing something even remotely punishable, even something remotely committal, and he's punishing him hard for it.
Was that a 50-50? If so, Light getting away with the skin of his teeth, guessing correctly on that and surviving to live another day. Look at that. The forward tilt is going to lead into a 50-50 right there. Extremely strong presence of mind by Light, knowing that cyve was going to go for the air dodge, knowing the kind of player that cyve is due to all the exposure he has had to cyve in Germany.
And now this is quite a tricky situation for Diddy Kong. This is not really the sort of percent where Sheik is going to die to one of Diddy Kong's primary kill setups, unless he gets that down tilt into the forward smash maybe.
Exactly, and that is one of Diddy's weaknesses. He does not really utilize rage as well as most of the better characters in the game. However, cyve, he is surviving, and he might be able to mount this comeback as soon as he gets that first hit going. Look at that. That back air is going to give him time to get the banana, and that's exactly what he wants. Was that an edge cancel? That was the smoothest side B I've seen in a long while. The up smash out of shield was the right read. However, the nair by Light counteracting that up smash, trading with it, and allowing him to live for just a little bit longer, trying to end this stock of cyve. Look at the tech chase forward smash. It just does not connect. Up smash is going to whiff, and the immediate grab punish by Light. Back air.
Oh my goodness, that is some quality Diddy Kong privilege right there. Light had the stage spike scenario set up, but instead Diddy Kong's barrels taking that stock from Sheik, and now we have a rage Diddy Kong for Light to deal with.
Oh, and once again a 50-50. However, this time cyve guessing correctly, making it out alive, and the one thing he needs here is to return to neutral to get that banana in hand. However, Light is just waiting so patiently and countering all of cyve's options to return to center stage.
Yeah, cyve has not had a solid neutral win for quite some time in this game. He really needs to get something going, find a grab, find a down tilt. What a call out on that air dodge right there coming out from Light.
And I mean, Light has been positioning to catch these rolls consistently. However, right there, he was a little bit off in terms of positioning, and it is going to give cyve this amazing opening, and he is going to rack up all this percent already. However, at 180, he's just barely hanging on.
That said, though, this damage being built up bit by bit, but Light coming down and right back up again with that up air, taking it with a very clean 3-0. Excellent performance, and he will be moving on to winners finals, where he will face off against Owl Babies.
Yep, and